what time it is.
Time for ice cream floats.
Oh, I wish it was, but it's not. Instead, live from fucking Satellite M in deep space, it's M-Class Email.
Thank God.
That's what all of our fans say when a new episode comes out. Thank God.
You can get the episode early if you're a patron.
God, 50 seconds into the episode.
I broke my record. Go to patreon.com/mclasspodcast. Donate $1. I think you get it for free.
$5.
$5. Donate $5 and you get it early.
The $5. I'm thinking of like very heavily restructuring the thing soon. Because I've just been giving things away for cheaper than what they actually are.
Yeah, let's make them. Let's gouge them a little bit.
I'm not gonna make them like cost more.
Yeah, let's make them do stuff to us. I mean, for us.
I'm Jeff,
and I'm a prostitute.
Wouldn't they be the prostitutes?
They'd be the Johns.
Oh, tell them your real name, dum dum.
Josh.
And on this program, we answer your emails. Anyway, first email. I never know how to describe this show because it's literally we just answer your emails.
It's really a simple concept.
Our first email is from Nicholas.
Nicholas!
And he says, Jeff and Josh and whoever else is there. Probably some cats.
Definitely.
Yeah, there are some cats here.
There's one under my desk right now pissing me off, so.
There's one asleep on the back of my couch right now.
Aww.
I have been a long-time listener and short-time patron. Fuck yeah, Nicholas!
Oh, God, yes. Thank God, Nicholas.
Thank God for Nicholas.
I love you. And
I wanted to tell you what a good job you're doing. Oh, thank you.
That means a lot.
I love listening to your barely coherent ramblings about the show I love.
That is accurate.
Thank you. I've recently been enjoying the Discovery Collection. That actually got voted out. It's not. I think that this is the correct venue to tell non-patrons is that we're still going to be doing the Discovery Collection, but it is going to come out less frequently than we planned before because apparently it horribly depressed about a third of our listeners.
Man, I guess we got really mad about it. I don't know.
Nicholas says that it's nice to listen to people who affirm his beliefs, like maybe the rest of you could feel.
I like this Nicholas guy.
Nicholas seems like a real cool dude.
I agree with everything he says so far.
I endured Discovery with my ex-girlfriend. It's on Netflix here in Australia, hoping that she would then watch TNG with me, but it wasn't to be. Oh well, I can watch it and enjoy the crap out of it anyway. Look, any girl that's not going to watch TNG with you should be your ex-girlfriend.
There's a reason. There's other ex-girlfriends in the sea. That's what I always say.
That definitely makes sense.
Just some other girl could be your ex-girlfriend someday.
I also wanted to ask you this. Why in TOS does Bones seem to form a part of every away team? He's the ship's doctor. Surely he'd be in better place in sickbay than down on an unknown planet traipsing about with Kirk. If they need a doctor wherever they are, they could beam him to the scene, or better, beam the patient to him. I know the answer is that he's a main character, but seriously, what the hell?
I guess the idea is that he is needed to, help them if they have a medical emergency.
He's also the xenobiologist on board.
Oh yeah, that's a better answer than what I was saying.
Yeah, I think it's because he's the xenobiologist on board is why they bring him down with them.
Yeah, he can explain things about other races.
Like he knows all the any sort of alien creature, he's going to be the expert on figuring out what it is, how it operates, and that type of stuff.
Like bowling pin aliens. He knows about that.
Keep up the great work. Good luck with your government, I guess. Love
That's
from
funny.
Australia. Lieutenant Nicholas McCaskey, Purser, USS Your Mother's Butt.
I can't believe they named that after her.
She deserves it, though. It's Mothers with a Z, too. Thank you, Nicholas. You're the best.
That was a great email.
Our next email is from Steve Nimzik,
Stebano.
who says, "Hey guys, so Devil's Due was a really fun episode.
We just watched it.
We watched Devil in the Dark.
We just watched the other one too.
Devil's Due was the last one.
Wait, is that the?
This is a sexy Satan episode.
Oh, that's Sex Satan. Oh, no, the last one we watched was Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh, well, Rumpelstiltskin is also a kind of sex Satan. I was on Memory Alpha and found some interesting stuff. Did you know that a very early version of the story was part of Gene Roddenberry's first draft proposal for the original series back in the 60s?
Sexy Satan in the 60s? I don't believe it.
Apparently, the episode as we know it was written for that late 70s Star Trek Phase 2 series that never happened. It had Kirk as the arbiter and the Enterprise computer as the judge.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
I don't either. I'm glad it did not happen that way.
That's stupid. What's the computer gonna do?
Michael Piller, fearing a writer's strike, sent the script in for a TNG rewrite, and it eventually went to 15 other people in the rewrite process. That's a shitload of people putting their own spin on a script.
That's typically terrible.
Yes.
You don't want 15 people.
It ended up okay, though, somehow.
Yeah, I feel like... I mean, that does happen a lot, and sometimes, like, some really interesting things happen because of that, but... I don't know. Being a control freak myself, I would not want 15 people looking at something I wrote.
No. If I wrote it, I want to be the only one who wrote it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh
it's
my God.
late
This
at
is
night.
the second question. This is the second one.
We've
Jack.
done 300 podcasts tonight.
That's true. This is the third one we're doing.
Jonathan Frakes made mention on the DVD extras of this season that this felt like an old 60s Star Trek episode because it really was at its core.
Yeah.
Also, Kirk totally would have banged Ardra. I don't think so. She's a Satan.
I mean, I would have. I'd have been like, yeah, whatever. If I really believed that she, like, wasn't a Satan, fuck it, right?
You know, we should co-write an episode together, Josh.
We should.
That would be a fun little project.
Can Ardra come back?
Can Ardra come back to my room?
Can Ardra come on my back? Wait.
Strike that, reverse. He continues, "Damn, I love the silly episodes of this series. The Feckler costume was great.
Feckler, yeah.
The Earth Devil looked lame, though. I always wanted them to use the Lord of Darkness from Legend. That's a great
God.
fucking makeup. The Legend Devil.
Tim Curry.
So
yeah.
fucking good.
I love that movie.
I do
by the
too.
way.
It's a great movie.
That's like a childhood movie that I would watch over and over again.
For sure.
It's also, I think, where Legend of Zelda came from, right?
There's a lot from Legend of Zelda that's like straight out of Legend.
Yeah. I think he, the dude, what's his name? I can't remember now.
What dude?
The Zelda guy, Nintendo guy.
Shigeru
Zelda.
Miyamoto?
Yeah. I think he liked that movie a lot, and he was like, I'm gonna make a video game about this.
It's weird that, like, Legend of Zelda is like something that happened with the second game in Japan.
Yeah.
The original was called The Hyrule Fantasy.
Yeah.
Which
less
I like that
fun.
name, actually.
I like Zelda.
Because I really like the name Hyrule. I think Hyrule is a
cool.
great name.
People yell at me for saying Hylian.
I do, because it's Hylian.
Yeah, you've yelled at me. That's definitely.
You guys doing anything fun for Halloween? You dressing up?
I'm doing this podcast.
Yeah, this is fun on Halloween.
Yeah. I didn't dress up. I don't dress up for Halloween anymore.
Is it because you don't have anywhere to go?
No, I got invited to 2 parties.
Wow, fucking Mr. Party over here.
Yeah, so I didn't go because I had to work because this is our job.
Yeah.
But also, I don't have a costume, so I kind of was like, oh no, I can't go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
gave out
darn it.
candy. I gave out candy to kids. Like, I dressed up as Waldo from Where's Waldo. And I had
great.
like a go-to joke, which I always do when I have to give out candy, because everybody says the same shit when they walk up to you.
Yeah.
So
what are you?
I just picked a joke that worked the first time I did it, and I was just like, all right, that's what I'm doing the rest of the night.
Yeah, fuck
And
it.
everybody walked up and said, I found you. And I just said, yeah, well, I'm not really trying too hard to hide this time. I really should up my game. And everybody's like, ha 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 ha. I was like, all right, that's the one I'm going for.
Your wife is like rolling her eyes.
She did the same thing because she was dressed as.
Is she Waldina or whatever?
No, she was Miss Frizzle from the Magic School
Oh my
Bus.
god, that's so amazing.
It was a great fucking costume.
And she's a teacher. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, that's so good.
She went to school and taught wearing that outfit.
Shut the fuck up.
It was amazing. But
You
she
should
pretty much
marry
did
her,
this.
Jeff.
I should double marry her.
Can you do that in West Virginia?
No, I would have to go to one of the other states, one of the other bad states for that.
Oh, which one? There's several.
He
Looking
apparently
at you,
dressed
Kansas.
as Dark Man and terrorized kids.
Darkman from the Alec Baldwin movie Darkman?
Alec Baldwin was the Shadow. Dark Man was
who
Liam
was
Neeson.
Darkman? Oh, Liam Neeson was Darkman. You're right.
Josh, were you even alive during the 90s? Can't wait for the next episode, guys. Keep up the great work and have a happy and safe Halloween, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
I like how that's like how you question, like, oh my god, I can't believe you mixed those two very similar things up.
Wouldn't call them similar. Our next email is a longie
Okay.
from Rich,
Great.
and it is titled Sean Bean should be pronounced Scene Bean or Shornborn. He can't have it both ways.
I agree with that.
Tonight, in our red corner, we have all other inferior podcasts. But in the blue corner, all-time champions, the Trek Boys. Let's get ready to shirt it.
Oh, fuck, dude.
New serious Pitch It or Ditch It. I'm going to attempt to
God.
get another one up on the wall to follow my Data episode.
Yeah, that was a good one.
This one even has a title, Apex, which I feel has been a title before.
I believe it has.
It's fucking Strike One, Rich. No, I'm kidding.
Apex 2, maybe? I don't know. We'll workshop it.
The Enterprise is on their the Enterprise crew are on their way to repair the central fucking words, right?
You're gonna get it.
The Enterprise crew are on their way to repair the central computer core at Starbase 352 when they receive a distress call from the USS Bradbury. Experimental
Like the Ray Bradbury.
Yeah. Experimental warp core technology. Oh, fuck. Experimental warp core testing has caused catastrophic failure and the death of their engineering team.
Oh, bye, engineers.
Fucking engineers are always getting killed.
Yeah, well, you got messing around with, like, space-time and shit. Like, it's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
You do stand next to a warp core all day long. So.
It's like antimatter radiation. I don't even know what that does to you. Like, super kills you? I don't know.
Geordi and Data arrive and stabilize the core, but a flash from the engine hits Geordi. He wakes up in sickbay, seemingly fine, but with a mild headache. Beverly tells an annoyed Geordi to get rest, so he goes to Data's quarters to vent. Data is busy trying to finish a painting, but can't quite figure out how to complete it. As Data is consoling Geordi in his usual style, Geordi picks up a paintbrush and finishes the painting. When Data returns to the room, he points out that Geordi has finished the painting in a way that satisfies the 20 criteria for the art to qualify as a masterpiece.
This is great.
Data asks how he did it, and Geordi said he just saw the solution.
Uh-oh.
As they get to the starbase, Picard calls a meeting to discuss the plan for fixing the computer core. Data offers a suggestion, but Geordi offers a theoretical solution that would complete 5 weeks of work in 4 days.
Oh my god, he's a super... He got... Oh my god, he got Phenomenon.
This
He
is
got
the
Phenomenon.
Barkley episode,
Yeah!
where he gets big brain.
That's... And also Phenomena starring Alec Baldwin.
That was Liam Neeson.
Oh, was it? It's so similar.
When Picard calls Geordi to his ready room to check if he's okay, Geordi offers a solution to a diplomatic situation that Picard has been working on. Geordi admits he can just see things much more clearly now.
He's a Mozart now.
Geordi starts fixing problems all over the ship, his clarity of thought meaning that he can say exactly the right things with a lieutenant he's been crushing on for a while
Oh
now.
my god, that's how you know he's a phenomenon.
I had to let Geordi get some in this episode. He put in quotes.
Is it, what's her name? Christy, isn't that her name?
I don't know.
The one he always wants to bang.
Oh yeah, the one who's always just being like, all right, I gotta go, bye.
She's like, this was a fun holodeck program, but I'm not kissing you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kiss you because your eyes don't work. That's what she says all the time.
Wow.
When Geordi wakes up the next morning, things have changed. He's received the Cochrane Award for his work in the field, and Picard has recommended him for promotion. He's even figured out a way to implement Data's emotion chip in a safe and stable way. Things are going absolutely perfectly for him.
Oh, God.
I'm sure nothing will ever go wrong.
This is when the commercial happens, and then I have to watch a commercial for, like, Burger King, and it's the funny one where the Nuggets sing the Christmas song.
What year is this?
1989.
Okay, that works. By the time Geordi gets to the bridge, peace has been declared with the Romulans. Riker and Troy are engaged, and Worf has had his honor restored, and everyone is acting as if this is all normal. When Geordi goes back to his quarters, the lieutenant is still in his quarters. But wait, it's not the lieutenant, it's Leia Brahms. They're married and have kids.
Holy shit.
Geordi explains to Leia that something is wrong, that things are so right. But they shouldn't have happened like this. Leia believes him because cool wives are cool, and then they head up to the bridge.
Yeah.
By the time they get there, Riker is captain, Picard head of Starfleet Academy, Data is somehow human now and married to Tasha Yar. Worf is back with the Klingons. Geordi realizes that this is exactly what he wanted for everyone, how he fantasized their lives turning out.
Oh god, he's in a super coma.
Leia and Geordi work out that the warp core accident affected probability fields around them, and he has
it's
been
like the machine, like the game from Deep Space Nine, right?
Yeah, kinda in a way.
The chance game, and win or lose the chance game.
Yeah, he's been gradually changing reality around him. They catch back up with the Bradbury and repeat the conditions to return the probability fields back to normal and repair the damage. Cue emotional farewell to everything Geordi has ever wanted. Wow. Later, when all is well again, Geordi is moping in 10 forward and asks Guinan how he can go on knowing that he sacrificed every dream he'd ever had. Guinan consoles him, telling Geordi if he's done it once in his head, he can do it again in real life, but better this time.
Oh my god, that's great.
That's a good episode.
That's a good episode. All right.
I'll pitch that for sure.
Can you please write Star Trek episodes? Can you?
Rich should write Star Trek. Like, he's really good.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Like, I wish Rich would write for the whatever shows they're gonna be making. I'm sorry, whatever shows they're going to be shoving down our throats.
One of these days, we're gonna have to figure out some way to make Star Trek shows ourselves.
Yeah.
And just have Rich write them.
Maybe some kind of animated series. Is there room for a devil in one?
Can there be a devil on the crew? And a Rumpelstiltskin.
It's me, Stiltskin.
Alright, fellas, I'm done for today. I spent more time writing this than I did editing my book, so here's the procrastination. Hope you like this one too. We love it.
Oh my god, I love it. Please keep them coming. Please
yeah.
I mean...
your emails are long, but every part of it is worth it.
Yeah, I think you should stop writing your book and just talk to us.
Just send us endless episodes of Star Trek so we can pretend they're real episodes and not the shit that's on TV now.
Thank you. I was just gonna say that. Oh my
god. Hope you like this one too. Plain and Simple Taylor and proud patron, Rich.
Thank you, Rich.
Thank you so much, Rich.
Great email.
You're the best.
I'm a rich man too. Is that a Beatles song?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, it is.
Our next email is from Phantom Thief Goofus.
Oh, God.
Who says, last time on Phantom Thief Goofus M-Class email.
Is this like the Shadow? I mean, Darkman?
Yeah, it's like the Shadow Man. Josh, no! Kevin is too powerful after he fused with that vampire Rumpelstiltskin. You'll never defeat him! Maybe not,
this.
but I have to try. Quadruple axe handle!
That sounds like something I would do.
NCIS Los Angeles camera shots. Jeff, I own this city. I am M-Class email.
Oh, no.
All that sweet, sweet Patreon money has corrupted you, man. I thought this was about the music, the John Larroquette fun facts.
I already lived through this timeline.
It never was. It was about the dank holographic space puss. Gunshots. I now pronounce you Trek Boys. And now, the thrilling continuation.
Oh my god.
Ahoy, Trek Boys. How's it going?
Wow, what a shift.
That did have a little bit of a shift of tone.
I got jolted there. I was like jerked back into reality.
That's great to hear. Unless it hasn't been going well, let's get those pitches and ditchets out of the way.
Pitches and ditches. Oh, it's tough to say.
Peyote 1. You know that Boston Sean Dupree, who created Peyote,
He hates it, right?
fucking hates Peyote.
Why?
He hates it, and I love saying it because he hates it.
It's pretty great.
So Peyote 1, the first Peyote. TNG, A-plot, the president of space says he's a space nationalist. He then gets the guillotine.
Pass. Oh, good. Yes. Go.
Picard reads about it in the newspaper. This is very unrealistic that there are newspapers in the space future.
Yeah. Also, guillotines.
B-plot, Riker teaches Data how to cook and about cooking a meal by ear.
I would love to watch that.
You gotta keep your cooking by the book, Phantom Thief Goofus.
Cooking by the book, and that's what I always say.
I'm gonna ditch this episode because it has newspapers in it.
Ditch the first part, pitch the second part. I want to watch it.
Peyote 2, the second Peyote of this Peyote email. Voyager, Josh, don't auto-ditch this. I like that he specifically only asks you, so I'm gonna go ahead and fucking auto-ditch this Voyager episode.
You forgot about the other Josh. His name is Jeff.
A-plot, Janeway gets arrested for war crimes. B-plot, 7 of 9 starts playing that video game that Riker got addicted to. Smash cut to her throwing it away immediately. That shit sucks. I'm gonna ditch it. Janeway had to do what she had to do in her boring ass fucking show, so.
Yeah, at least Janeway tried to keep it interesting by committing war crimes.
A follow-up question. Why is it that people miss the point of media so bad? Like, Star Trek isn't a capitalist pro-space Nazi show. What the fuck? Are people
We were
just
talking
dumb?
about this.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be pretty fucking stupid. It's like all those people who, like, refuse to see Star Trek as a utopia. They're like, there's gotta be a dystopia in there somewhere.
Right. There has to be, right? And it's like, no, human suffering is it's an inherent part of humanity. Why make a government that makes you suffer too?
Yep. Yeah. By the way, if y'all make that I'm a doofus for that goofus shirt, I will sell the rights to my brand for one of them sized damaged section of transmission. The size of his shirt that he needs is a damaged section of this transmission. So, I guess we'll never know. Alrighty,
Don't
Trek
send him a
boys.
small.
I got a jet. Space jet, that is. Founder and CEO of Cool Crimes Incorporated. Not a direct Bender reference. Shocking.
I am a doofus for that goofus.
I am also quite the doofus.
That
for
was a great
goofus.
email.
Thanks for the email.
Thank you, The Phantom Thief. Oh, The Phantom was another 90s movie starring Billy Zane.
Yeah, starring Zane from
The
Cracking
Zane
the
I know?
Spine.
Billy Zane. Is Zane related to Billy Zane, do you think?
Yeah, she just switched the names around so nobody would know.
That's what her last name is also. No, it's not.
Her name isn't Zane Zane?
That would be too many Z's.
Zane ZZ Zane is her full name, I
Yeah,
believe.
it's not an X, it's a Z.
She definitely doesn't listen to this, so you can just say
No,
whatever.
she doesn't listen to it.
What's up, Trek boyos? It's actually Truck boyos.
Truck boyos. I don't like trucks.
This is James, by the way.
Hello, James.
He says, big fan of Beard Man who can't sit in chairs properly here. I was listening to an episode during work and had a thought. Now, I haven't seen every episode of every series, so I don't know if there's ever been covered, but
Okay.
where's all the dookie on a starship go? It just goes into space.
They recycle it. They talk about it on Enterprise.
Oh, yeah.
They do an
they put it
episode
in
where they
the,
get letters.
They use it as like,
Boots and shit.
well, no, they definitely don't do that. Well,
No, they say it.
do. They in Enterprise, but in like later series, they use it as like base materials for the hole in the wall that foods comes out of.
Replicator?
Replicator. Why couldn't I remember that?
The endless food hole? Yeah.
Yeah, the endless food hole.
Yeah, they kind of talk about, I mean, they don't have replicators in Enterprise, but they talk about how they recycle the parts of it,
Yeah.
like the molecules and stuff.
He does ask, could they just beam it out of their butts into the warp core? And yes, they could. Anyway,
I'm sure somebody has tried it.
thanks for being cool. And
Put all this shit in the warp core.
And thanks to Jeff for making our emails sound so much better than they actually are by having a cool guy voice. Hey, thank
That's
you.
true. You do read them very well.
Thank you, everybody. Junior engineer James O'Fallon.
Oh, that's a good name.
That is a cool name. Why are you only a junior engineer? You should definitely be senior engineer.
I'm promoting you.
Yeah, we're going to promote you even though we're ensigns.
Yeah, I can do that, though. I can do whatever I want.
Technically, we can do what the fuck ever, right?
Nobody else is on this satellite. We're just running this place alone.
We get visitors once in a blue moon, but they're always just as shitty at their job as we are, so.
Yeah.
Our next email is from Tapon.
Oh my Vulcan god.
He says, Ensign Pennington, Ensign
Jesus.
Henderson, Trek Boys. This is Tapon of the Tapon radio program. I trust that the promised payment for advertising has arrived at your satellite. In earlier correspondence, you mentioned being unable to keep life support at a comfortable temperature, so I selected to pay you in the form of space blankets and space heaters.
Nice.
If you were planning on spending funds in a different way, I apologize, but these items were the most logical necessities.
Space porn.
They are nice. It's a little weird that there's a picture of the planet Vulcan on everything you sent us, like a sticker.
Yeah, like we get it. Also, what do you need blankets on Vulcan for? It's hot as fuck there.
There also seems to be a series of numbers printed on every one of these. What's up with that?
What, like a Fibonacci sequence or something?
Maybe. It's just like, how many blankets did you make? These numbers go up into the millions.
They got, look, they're weird.
Racist? He continues on. There are a few items I would like to address, and one that I would rather not. I will begin with the lapse of attentiveness. I am unaccustomed to writing my own communications, and, while it does not excuse my actions, I am younger than most Vulcans when we leave to pursue our interests. I will endeavor to be a better testament to my people. I understand there is a human tradition of requesting forgiveness for one's misdeeds. This feels irreverent, but I will observe your etiquette.
Okay.
You use the wrong then.
Oh!
Tapon. Tapon.
Oh my goodness.
Tapon.
Sorry, Tapon. Thanks for the 150 blankets.
My newly promoted producer has been informing me, rather spiritedly I might add, that it would have been more appropriate to have sent multiple promotional recordings to you. This may be his most senseless suggestion yet. I communicated everything I desired to communicate in that singular promotional recording.
That's the most Vulcan thing I've ever heard in my life.
Why would I put forth energy to produce a second or third one? However,
Yeah.
I am not the target audience of these adverts, thus I look to you for your wisdom. Would another recording have been favorable?
I would have liked two. One is fine, and it was really well done. You did a great job. You sounded very, very nice. But two's always better than one. in anything.
Yeah,
Maybe
you know
not
the
on
old
Vulcan.
saying, it takes two to make a thing go right.
It takes two to make a thing go right.
Hey,
It takes two
who?
to find melt out of sight.
Hey, who?
I love that song too.
I want to rock right now.
I want to. Oh my god! I need to listen to it.
It's a great song.
It is great. Fuck.
Next, many listeners who missed the mentioned broadcasts have inquired on what I thought of Supertramp's The Logical Song. My review is as follows. During the first listen, I found the song irritating and disrespectful to the title. After 2 weeks, I played the song again. Upon the second listen, I realized that Supertramp was engaging in the impractical practice of metaphor. I allowed my mind to probe the hidden meaning behind the lyrics and realized that this was not a song about a hypothetical man-child, but rather about Ambassador Spock attempting to purge from himself the weakness of his human half, and in doing so, becoming one of the greatest Vulcan minds of our age. The song was, to quote the Ambassador, fascinating.
Damn, that's so smart.
He's right, everybody!
That's really good.
Supertramp was right!
Who knew that Supertramp knew about Spock?
How did
Not
they know
me.
about Spock since they're from the past? Wait, how do we talk about all these TV shows that are based on the time period we're in? Does any of this not make any sense when you think about it for a second?
Jeff, I'm going to choose to not know what you're talking about.
Anyway, he continues. Lastly, it appears that with each message, Ensign Henderson and often your listeners allude to Vulcan mating rituals.
Yeah.
I appreciate Ensign Henderson's promise to respect our privacy in this manner, but I am perplexed by the human fascination by our reproductive cycle.
Just
Can you not
curious.
accept that it is not for you to know? Surely there are other aspects of Vulcan life more interesting. For instance, did you know that Vulcan children often go on Kaz Swan? A survival rite of passage which many do not survive.
Oh my god.
Do you send children to die?
Like Sparta? Oh my god.
When a sibling or offspring does not survive the Kazwan, the surviving family is expected to grieve with a traditional funeral dirge, after which we continue our lives with little mention of the deceased.
That's terrible.
Oh, it's their culture.
Yeah, I'm more interested in the mating part of the
How
culture.
many dicks y'all got?
He said it. You gotta
That's-
answer
That's
it.
what we all want. That's all we want to know.
That motherfucker's got like 37 goddamn dicks.
I appreciate you answering my questions. As curious as you and your audience appear to be about my people, I am curious of yours. This, coupled with my appreciation of music, is why I elected to host a radio program. I hope the heaters bring warmth where there is little. Live long and prosper. Tapan.
Thank you,
Tapan's radio
Tapan.
program. USS Tapan's radio program.
Tafan, I love your emails. They are so great.
Why does our email show just keep getting better? Like every fucking episode
I
gets
know.
better.
This
the stuff
show is
we get.
really good. Like, I don't want to like suck our dicks.
I
more.
do.
I mean, I do too. But this show rules. Like, it's great.
Thank you so much, Tapan. You're the best.
I love you, Tapan. Maybe I'll pawn far with you someday. Am I saying it right? Pawn far at you? Pawn far with
Maybe I'll
you?
pawn far in you someday.
Oh.
Our next email is from Boston Sean Dupree,
Uh-oh.
who says, "Evening Trek boys,
Dad's home.
Trek boys. Big fan of Family Time here. My mom started rewatching TOS recently. She had some interesting insight about the show she grew up on and now revisited in her 50s. She was visiting this past weekend and we decided to watch Devil in the Dark together.
Hey, that's what we just watched.
We also watched it together while cuddling.
Yeah, under these blankets.
Thanks to Pawn.
And heaters, except for the heater was my penis.
Yeah, it got real hot.
Yeah,
And
because of all the
sweaty.
blood.
Oh, whoa.
In my wiener. That's how wieners work.
Oh, that's how wieners work.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember Science 101.
I ended up on this satellite for a reason, dude. They said that you had to do some science up here, and they needed one security guard to watch you. So here I am.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm a wiener scientist, so I know a lot about wieners.
That explains so much about what we've been doing since we got up here.
Yeah, experiments.
Which leads us to Minneapolis Moms Trek Talk.
Oh my god.
1, I love all the jumpsuits. Is everybody a welder on this planet?
Alright, this is probably pretty great. I love this already.
2, I love the 60s furniture. I think my mom had that desk when she worked at Pillsbury.
Pillsbury.
3, we should really label our doors as clearly as they do in Star Trek. It'd be much safer. Oh, now the monster's in the reactor.
He clearly didn't read the door.
4, so their rank is indicated on their wrist, right? So when you stand at ease, nobody can know what rank anyone is? That is a good point, Minneapolis Mom.
That is a great point.
Move through solid rock. You mean solid paper mache.
And tarps.
Oh god, Minneapolis Mom, no! Holy crap, Sean, the blanket monster left a slice of pizza. He wants to hang out.
Yep. Pizza man.
7, you're gonna use clubs against monsters that burn through stone? That's why you're down here in Kirk's on the Enterprise.
Your mom could do this show.
She pretty much could. 8, I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer. Well, if you need a welder, there's a planet full of them just above.
Holy shit! This lady is nuking this.
She's
oh my
fucking
god.
hilarious.
This is hilarious.
She also had a couple thoughts on the series as a whole. 1, no one is as handsome as Shatner thinks he is.
Oh my god, this woman is incredible.
She's burning everything to the ground.
I love your mom.
2, they really should install handrails in the hallways on this ship. I guess OSHA isn't as strict in the future.
Man. I think we have a lot in common, me and your mom.
She told me about her memories of watching the show with my grandpa, who died before I could get to know him. I actually didn't know he was into sci-fi at all. If you can get the chance to watch TOS with your parents, I highly recommend it.
I don't think I would watch TOS or anything with my mom. I would love to watch more Quentin Tarantino with my mom. She is perplexed by the Tarantino-ness.
I feel like anyone your mom's age would be perplexed by the Tarantino-ness.
I told this on many. I think I told you too, but the first one she ever watched was Hateful Eight, which is like
that's kind of a rough one to start with.
That's a deep dive into the deep end, man. That's like yeah.
There are several parts in that movie that made me go, maybe I don't like this movie.
That's like that's like training at 100 times gravity.
It really is. You don't start with that shit.
You don't start at 100 times gravity.
Talk at you later. Petty Transport Officer Boston Sean aboard the USS Tapon's radio program.
Boston Sean. I would love more Trek Minneapolis Moms watch Trek.
I would love that. Everything keeps getting better.
That woman is hilarious. That shit's funny as fuck.
I don't think we get emails anymore where people don't assign themselves to a ship or something, and I love that. I love it.
You need to be on a ship.
Our next email is from Diego, who says, "Hey there, Trek boys. A big fan of being a doctor, not a bricklayer here. I've been a fan of M-Class since the beginning, but I'm only now getting around to emailing you guys because I'm a big stinky doo-doo head." I have a late Halloween-themed Pitch It or Ditch It for you that I already posted on the Discord, but I was told I should send it in.
Yeah.
On DS9, they're having a costume contest. Bashir dresses like James Bond because he's already got that costume.
Yeah, he does.
O'Brien dresses like his ancient ancestor, Conan.
That's so clever. That's like weirdly clever how clever that is.
Odo turns into a Skeleman and lets Kira, who's dressed like evil Kira, play his ribcage like a xylophone. That's my favorite right there. I want to see that so bad.
Yeah, that'd be worth it.
Also, seeing evil Kira in that outfit again would be great.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
He gets told that shape-shifting for a costume contest is cheating, so he puts on a sheet with holes in it. Worf scowls and says Klingons do not dress up, just before Martok shows up dressed as Worf.
Dressed like Worf.
Guess he wears a
Have an
uniform. B-plot, Jake and Nog come up with a scheme to get candy from everyone on the station, but almost cause an interstellar incident when a shipment of Romulan candy corn goes missing.
Oh, you don't. That's illegal as shit.
That'll like absolutely fuck you up from one piece of candy corn.
I think that's like regular candy corn, though.
Josh, why don't you fucking jump off the satellite?
I mean, you can't jump off of it because like it's moving.
Just do it!
Like, there's no up or anything, so.
I'll tell you what's up, you being a bitch.
Hey, yeah.
Candy corn is delicious, and please send all your candy corn to Satellite M 1. I don't know the address here.
You can do that. I'm not gonna eat it, so
I'm gonna eat the shit out of it, so we won't have to like divvy up the fucking satellite down the middle again.
Oh, that was such a pain in the ass.
We ran out of tape about halfway through.
Yeah, it's a big satellite. It's bigger than you think it is.
Anyway, you boys are great, and I look forward to listening to the podcast every Wednesday.
Thank you.
Live long and smoke space weed every day. Lieutenant Commander Diego, Junior Astrometrics Officer aboard the USS Symphonia.
Nice name. I'm gonna pitch it just for the Skeleman xylophone.
I'm for sure
ribs.
gonna pitch. Anytime a Skeleman gets xylophoned, I'm in.
Yeah, it's immediately. It's hilarious.
P.S. I'll ask the captain if she can send the ship to your satellite to drop off some Romulan candy corn for Jeff and Romulan booty for Josh.
This is a fair trade, I feel.
I feel like that'll work out just fine.
You got stuck with candy corn.
Hey, could somebody ask one of your captains if I could see my wife again? Our last email of the night is from Dustin, who says, "Hey, Jiff and Jush, fan of
how
the
you say it.
podcast."
Thank you.
Thanks. Jush is like really disgusting sounding for some reason.
Josh. Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
Growing up, I was never allowed to watch Star Trek. My dad worked as a NASA scientist, and the Klingons scared the piss out of him. What? Why?
Wait. What? Is this real?
He passed in 2002 from heart failure, but had a mysterious gash on his back that looked like it had been from a bat'leth.
Wait, what?
Can you insert the fucking Unsolved Mysteries theme in here? That's good enough.
Oh my god, it's too spooky. Oh my god.
I have a pitch 'em or ditch 'em. I like pitch 'em or ditch 'em.
That's like the off-brand.
You go to the dollar store and pick up some pitch 'em or ditch 'em.
That's like the bottom shelf cereal of Pitch It or Ditch It.
TNG, Picard and Data find themselves on one of those hand-pump train cart things you see in cartoons. They're exhaustingly pumping it when Picard looks behind them on the track and sees a big steam engine chugging their way with a villain, Q,
are we right
Soren, Lore, etc., hanging out the window cackling. I have more for next time. Bye. That was one sentence, by the way.
Yeah, there's something there.
I feel like that's more of a moment in an episode than a pitch.
Yeah. I mean, keep it up.
Is anybody tied to the train tracks during this?
Oh god, yeah. Who would it be?
Is
Guinan?
Riker tied to the train tracks?
Ooh, that's even better. That's better.
And he's like, "Help me, my back hurts."
I'm so big and tall. How do I even fit on these things? How do you tie somebody to train tracks? You just
I
tie
don't
them under
know.
the track, I guess.
How do you get under the track?
I think you can dig under them a little bit, right?
Yes. They used to be big business tying damsels to train tracks.
Ladies getting tied to tracks was a big deal.
You
yeah.
could make a lot of money in that business.
I don't know how. Also, like, what a fucking gruesome death. Holy
Yeah,
Jesus.
no fucking doubt, right?
That would be disgusting to see.
Jesus Christ.
That would fuck you up forever.
Hopefully no child ever saw fucking Snidely Whiplash fucking murder a lady on the train tracks.
What is that guy doing tying ladies when he should be going to the wax store to get more mustache wax.
You know that dude spends like 90% of his time in the haberdashery trying on top hats.
That's probably why he's so crazy from all the mercury from the haberdashery. That's why he's tying ladies to tracks, man. He's like, I'm crazy from the mercury.
I'm crazy about a mercury.
Oh my god. What the fuck did you just do?
I brought history back for everybody. I brought it back.
You pulled that out of some goddamn where.
It
I
was
don't
in
know
the
where.
deepest recesses of my brain is where I pulled it out.
I didn't even remember that until you said it.
I didn't either until you said crazy from the mercury, and then suddenly the door
Crazy about
flung
the
open
mercury.
in my
Oh
brain.
God, we're like the same guy. Oh my god. This is disgusting.
And it was like, remember this, bitch! Now you're gonna say it!
This is a commercial from old timey times.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's the end of the show.
What a good episode.
It's a shorty this time, but a goodie, I think.
Oh, they're all goodies. I love this show. This show might be like one of my favorite things I've ever done. I'm not even kidding.
Oh man, that's nice. The show is like, I love doing M-Class podcast. I think it's a ton of fucking fun.
Yeah, but this is like the cherry at the end,
It
right?
really is. It's the funnest out of all the stuff we do.
It's so ridiculous.
Although
and
we did
everyone
get
who
to
writes
watch a
in is
Jackie
so
Chan
good.
movie.
What's that?
We did get to watch a Jackie Chan movie.
We did. That was fun.
That was pretty fucking fun too. But this one's the best one because you guys are on it.
Yeah, and you're funny.
You are
And
a lot funnier than like anybody who writes into any other podcast.
Yeah, everyone else's podcast fans, they suck. You don't.
It's weird because like so many like internet people are like, yeah, my fan base is good fan base, but they're just fucking liars because their
They're
fan base
liars?
is shit.
Yeah, they're not our fan base, so they're fucking lying.
Yeah, like I want you guys to know that I would tell you if you're shit, but you're great.
Jeff would. Jeff definitely would tell you. I probably would lie to you, but
Josh
Jeff
would never lie to you. He would tell you straight up that you got a poopy butt. He would tell you.
We're like Ethan Hawke in your poopy butt. Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey definitely had a poopy butt, and I would tell him.
Is he taking shrooms? Is that why he smells like shit?
I don't know. Is that a thing? If you take shrooms, you smell like shit?
Well, they grow them and shit.
You're supposed to wash him first.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
Maybe he puts them down his pants where poop would be normally.
Maybe he puts them up his butt, and that's how he experiences the high.
he butt chugs the mushrooms?
Yeah, he boofs the mushrooms.
Boofs.
He boofs them.
Like to boof a good handful of mushrooms every day. Thanks for tuning into this podcast. If you'd like your email read on the air by us and answered in the best way humanly possible, then you can send that email on in to mclassemail@gmail.com. Singular.
Did you know you can listen to this podcast through your butt?
You can boof M-Class?
I recommend it. You should try it once or twice.
Everybody boof M-Class and tell us how it went.
Yeah.
Legally, I have to say that was a joke.
Legally, I have to say that I love Jeff.
I love you too. Legally, I have to say that you should not boof M-Class podcast, but you definitely should.
Yeah, wink, wink. I'm winking with both eyes because that's a double wink.
It's called blinking.
Yeah.
It's like boofing. Anyway, you can also follow us on Twitter at MClassPodcast, where we post funny things and also talk about the Patreon, which you can become a patron on.
Oh, I had another thing I wanted to say, like I did last episode. If you are on iTunes and listen to the show, which the show is on iTunes. Is this show on iTunes?
Yeah, they're both on iTunes.
They're both on iTunes? Okay, good. Leave a review and comment. Just do that. It'll help.
I think they're in the same feed. So if you leave a review on this one, it leaves a review on the other one too, I think.
Well, then you're just killing two birds there.
You can become a patron and get this podcast a week earlier
Yes.
1 fucking week earlier.
I'm gonna edit it tomorrow.
Fuck yeah. You can head on over to patreon.com/mclasspodcast. We're going to be restructuring that bitch soon.
Yeah.
So you might be able to get it for even cheaper than $5, but don't hold your fucking breath.
Are you crazy?
I'm crazy. Prices are so low.
Crazy Eddie over here.
They call me crazy, woo, because I'm crazy, woo. That's the theme song.
Crazy about a Mercury. Oh my god.
I wish I could erase that.
I wish you could, like, never erase it, which you can't because it's on the show now.
It's on the show forever, and it's in my brain forever, apparently.
I'm gonna go look that up.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we'll see you in 1 week for more M-Class.
Bye.
Bye-bye.